The update just dropped, so let's get into it. You know me, I already made the best character. I really miss my hunter days, so that's exactly what we're going to be going for again. So let's confirm, and I'm in. Okay, this is a bit of a weird spawn. However, we can get out of here pretty quickly. So there we go. And we're not on the mountain this time. Let me take a quick look at our map. It seems like we got an island spawn here, which I should probably talk about. I'm using Conquest again. Plus, I'm using the continental world mod. That means that we should have a lot more water. And yes, that does seem to be true. And hopefully this is going to make the boat a lot more useful for traveling, which I plan on getting again because I really liked it. But yeah, it does seem like we got another continent over there. And maybe we'll check it out pretty soon because I have no idea what's on this one. So let's collect some rocks real quick. I'll drop them down. We need a knife, so let's get it made. There we go. Drop another one down. I do need a spear so I can defend myself and maybe hunt down some chickens. There we go. Drop another one. And we're gonna make an axe. And there we are. Okay. Oh, I already hear a wolf. Okay, let's get some sticks and then we're gonna get on the move. I have no reason to stay here. We need to find some cattails immediately. But yeah, like I said, I got Conquest going. Other than the continental world, it should be a lot like my last series. Also, I got the sticks, so let's get the tools made so I can just get out of here before that wolf finds me. There we go. And we're gonna head this way. Ah, cattails. No wolf around? I don't see him. So let's collect some cattails. However, it's not gonna be nearly enough. Either way, it's a good start. Pick up. Yeah, 5. I don't even think that can make a single thing. Yep, definitely not. That's fine. We'll find some more. Which I just did. Okay, here we go. As long as that wolf doesn't find me, we should be fine. But yeah, all the mods are in the description as of now. There isn't a lot. I'll also put my world generation settings down there as well, because that was a commonly asked question in the last series. So it's there if you want to know. And we're starting off with some mods, but not a lot. And that list will definitely grow as we keep playing. However, right now we don't need everything. We just need to survive. And let me tell you, I have some big plans for this series. I don't know if you guys have noticed between the last series and this one, I've done a lot of building in my spare time. And I have a lot of fun stuff planned. But here we go. We got 42 of these already. So let's go ahead and make some baskets. Can I make all 4? I sure can. However, I should probably collect this if I can. Get the sticks. If I can make some reed chests right off the bat, that would be huge. So we'll make sure to grab as much as we can. But I also got to worry about food. I do see some mushrooms over there. We're going to check that out in a second. Hopefully they don't poison me. And I think that there's some like hallucinogenic ones as well. So that would definitely be an interesting start if that's those. Oh, we found some copper. Okay, real quick. Orange, pickaxe, save, and as you guys can see, it already named it copper. I didn't do that at all, and I learned that from you guys, so thank you so much. If you guys got any more tips like that, feel free to keep them coming. I love to learn new things. Liberty cap, fly agaric, dude, I don't trust those at all. Oh, we got another one. Violet web cap, common morale. You know what, it's common, surely it can't be poisonous. So let's eat, and I don't seem to be dying right away. You know what, we'll try each of them. We'll see which ones are poisonous. So we're eating that one. Oh no. Oh no, this is the one I was talking about. How long does it last? I'm gonna grab more just because it's funny. Okay. You know, what if I eat another one? Does it get worse? It gets worse. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me eat this one. Does it... Oh my god, this one kills me. Oh, that was like half my life. I would like to apologize because I know that you guys gotta watch this. Hopefully it'll go away very soon. I really have no idea how long it's gonna last. This was such a bad idea. I can't believe I found the new ones right off the bat. At least it isn't poisonous, you know? It could be worse, like the other ones. But I did go ahead and get another 31 cattail. So hold on, let me get over here. Let me look at the map. At least I can see that. There should be a trade around here, right here. So I just pinned it so we can walk over there. And I think that's where we're going to live for the first night. I did that last time and I really liked it. You just use their bed and their shelter if it gets a little bit too dangerous while we work on our first house. Oh, I really hope this goes away soon. This was such a bad idea. Anyway, come have a trip in the forest with me. We're gonna make our way over to the trader, and hopefully it doesn't get me killed. I don't even know if I could spot clay right now. If I found it, would I know? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so this is what I marked down. Yes, it is a trader. Let's go inside. What kind of trader are you? It's a treasure hunter. Perfect. So luckily I already have it marked down and I don't see too much around me. But yeah, this is my spawn and luckily we do got some land near us. So I think we're going to try to go north as soon as possible. Oh, how did I get blackberries? You know what? I'll eat them. I guess I harvest them at some point. I wish I noticed. Are these berries? Yes, but they're going to take quite a while to ripen. Okay, well, I'm going to be looking around for some clay. I don't know if I'm going to find it or not. What is that? Quartz? But yeah, we need to get some clay up and going immediately. Okay, these boulders are amazing, by the way, because you can break them and they drop a bunch of rocks. And now we got 15 tools pretty much. So good thing we found that. I don't have to worry about it for quite a while, and there's even more. So there's 36 tools, as long as I can find some sticks. Got some fennel. I don't even know what that is. It is a food. Okay, I'll be picking that up. Okay, we found a fox. He's not clay, but hey, we found something. And it seems like the trippy effect is pretty much over. We did find some berries. Let me harvest, please. Thank you. I'll be taking that. Oop, we got some more. I'm not starving today, that's for sure. Got a chicken here. We're gonna leave them be for now. But as a hunter, I'm gonna have to hunt them all down to extinction later on. Oh god. Oh god. I think that was a boar. I think we lost him. Even more cattail over here. Later I'll come by and I'll be harvesting all the roots. That way we can place them by our base. But that's a later me issue. Oh, I found some. It's right behind my trader too. I pretty much did a full lap around this place. And it was right here. Okay, hold on. Pick up some sticks. We need to make a shovel ASAP. Okay, there we go. Let's create the shovel. Then I need to dig up as much as possible. We are going to get to clay forming almost immediately. So hopefully we can get some bowls and molds up. I only have about 15 copper right now, so we're going to have to keep searching. But that's fine. I think what we're going to do is we're going to spend the night over here on this island that we're at. Then we're going to go north tomorrow to the next continent. And hopefully we can find some more copper. I really need to find some flax so I can get farming immediately. And we'll work on that tomorrow. But first, we just need to survive. Also, I need to worry about my food. I do got 2 of those fennel. Maybe that'll help. But okay, we got plenty of clay. So we're just gonna go over here. Oh, okay, we got some copper here too. This is such a troll. I want the sticks. How about these? Nope. But I can take those. Okay, so I think we're just gonna sit up here because it is about to be nighttime. So let's take the extra cattail that I got. And we're gonna go ahead and make 1 basket. We'll place it right here. We'll get my clay out. And we're gonna start with a pickaxe mold. I want to get everything so we can get our tools up and going as soon as possible. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna do some clay forming for a bit. Hopefully I don't starve to death. However, that's a pretty big issue. Luckily, there should be a bed in here. Hold on. Yes, okay, there is a bed, so hopefully a lot of the berries have ripened by tomorrow. I think we should have a lot of food options tomorrow, and if not, we can always eat a bunch of the mushrooms. However, I know which ones to stay away from. I actually don't even know what they were called, but I know what they looked like, and that's what matters. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here and I'm just gonna do some clay forming, and I'll see you guys if something happens. Okay, it's starting to get dark out, and this is what I have so far. So I got a pickaxe mold, ingot molds, crucible molds, crock molds, and a bowl. But yeah, it's definitely getting a bit dark. Hold on, I got 6 fennel. I'm gonna try to eat them and see how much it gives me. Not a lot. I was kind of hoping for a bit more. I think there was some mushrooms over by that lake, and that was this way. So we're just gonna go take a quick look, see if we can find something. Actually, I'm not seeing any over here. That's a bit surprising. Oh, berries. Okay, perfect. Let's eat. Yeah, this will hold me over until tomorrow, hopefully. I should probably stop sprinting and jumping. It's making it so much worse. Are these done? They are. Okay, sick. So yeah, I think that we have enough food. I'm just gonna get back to our treasure hunter real quick. Then we're gonna do a bit more clay forming. Maybe I can get some pick kilns up and going, but I'm not in that big of a rush. Ah, a spooky mushroom. And it's green. Surely that won't kill me, right? Let's eat it. I seem to be fine. Okay, I think that one's fine. If it's green, it's okay. Okay, we made it back. Let's get the clay back out. I know that we also need a hammer mold. We'll place down another one, and we're gonna need a prospecting pick. There we go. And I think that's all we need at the start, right? Mostly sure about it, but I'm probably missing something. Also, you guys will notice I have a couple more extra molds. I always grab the mod that lets me make nails and strips. It's one of the things that's a must-have for me. I'll end up making hundreds of these in a playthrough, so the mold is so incredibly useful for me. There's also a couple extra ones that come with the mod, however I don't use them. I think the mod is called Castaway, but the entire reason why I have it is for the nails and strips mold. So if you're curious on why I have that, that's why. But anyway, let me get these finished, and then maybe we can get them up and going, but I'm not too sure about that. And there we go. So there's all of our molds. That should hold us over for quite a while. Now we need to collect some grass. However, this is too close apparently. So we're going to go out into the darkness and try to get it done. There's no way we're getting all of it done today. It'd be cool to get it started though. What is that? Quartz. Okay, don't really care. We'll find a lot more of that later on. Haven't seen a single rift. I'm surprised I haven't seen like 10 rifts by now. I know they're around. They're just waiting for me to get set up so we can place one directly in the middle of where I'm working. I know it. Okay, there goes my knife. That'll do for now. Go back to the treasure hunter where we can see, and I guess we'll cut down this tree. One of the mods that I always do keep around is one stick, by the way. What it does is when you cut down trees, the likelihood of you getting sticks from the bushes that are around the tree is a lot higher than it would be if you didn't have the mod. It's really good for early game, And my game crashed. Okay, so I removed one stick. Let's see if my game crashes again. I think that mod might be finally cooked. It wasn't updated for such a long time, so we're potentially gonna have to finally ditch it. I really like that mod, but it is what it is. Okay, moment of truth. Come on, come on. It didn't crash. However, we got like 2 sticks out of it. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. And I guess I gotta get myself some shears because we got 13 sticks total. That is not gonna be great for pit kilns. Either way, we're gonna try to make some up here. We'll get rid of the grass. Don't want everything catching on fire. I'll even move my baskets because I bet you that's flammable. Right there will do. So the most important ones first. Pickaxe, place. Hammer, place. Crucible definitely needs to go in there. So place. We'll do another hole as well. I don't think I need the ingots right off the bat. However, getting a food bowl would definitely help. So we'll get that placed. And I totally forgot I need to make myself some bowls. So we'll go ahead and make 4 real quick. And there we go. Okay, so let's get the bowls. We'll make another hole real quick. And I need to make a torch. Hold on, that sounds like a really smart plan. So if I'm correct, it's like that. To make the fire starter. And then that's how you make a torch. We'll make a couple. That burned up my sticks though. Either way, we'll get them placed real quick. Get my fire starter out. And let's get them lit. Okay, there's one. We'll place that down there. Pick up the torch. And we'll use it to light the rest. And there we go. We'll just leave one right there. That way we can see. You know what? 2. One right there will do. So first thing that we got to do is we got to fill this in with grass. And it takes about 10 each. Yes. So we're going to have to find a bunch more. We need about 20 more at least for this. Place the rocks. We need to go ahead and make another knife. And there we go. Get it turned into a knife. And we got to collect as much grass as we can. I keep hearing like little clicks. It makes me think that there's like a drifter or something nearby. I think the shivers do that, don't they? So hopefully there isn't a shiver just right around the corner. Behind a tree or something. I know they're around. And honestly, I'd rather not see them if I can. Also, I think I just cut down a bush. Yeah, look at that. We got the plant debris, and I guess we can't do anything with them. We just gotta let it rot. So I'm just gonna throw that over there. But there we go. We got plenty of grass. We'll start filling these in. There we go. Now we're gonna need a bunch of sticks. How much does it take? That was 8. There was also some peat nearby, but I don't know where that was. Okay, so let's start breaking some leaves. Hopefully we can get some sticks. Luckily, the axe does make it a lot quicker. We're gonna need so many. I missed 1 stick. There was another mod that I had that was kind of like 1 stick, but you still had to break down the leaves. I might be looking into that very soon. I hate breaking leaves with my hands, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, so we got another 9. Can I finish this at least? Okay, it was finished, so it's 8 per. You know, I've never actually counted how much sticks go into this. Same thing with the grass, so I'm just learning this now. It only took me about 1,000 hours to learn how many sticks it took. I'm very observant, as you can see. Yeah, at least I'm clearing up this area a little bit. It's gonna make it a lot easier to see the dangers coming at us. That's one of the pros of deforestation. However, it can look pretty ugly. Okay, so I got another 12. That should be enough for 1. And then half of this one. We're getting there. We just need another 12. Okay, there we go. And we got 16. So that should be plenty. Let's get it filled. Now I need the peat. If I'm correct, I think I saw a bunch of peat over here. However, I'm not getting that tonight. So we're just going to go ahead and make some firewood. However, I don't have an axe. So let's go ahead and make a new one. It is thundering out. But we got our axe. We'll go ahead and make that real quick. Then we'll make some firewood. I don't know if that's enough, but it's a start. Let's get it placed. Okay, I think it is enough. We're going to get all these going tonight. Oh, that's the hunter. I heard a sound. I was like, what was that? Anyway, let's get these lit. I know that the fire can spread to the traders. Hold on, let's get rid of these. Dude, that would suck so bad if I destroyed the trader on our first night. Let's try to not do that. But there we go. It's all lit. And because I guess I'm staying up for tonight, we'll cut down some more trees and we'll try to get some charcoal up. And then tomorrow we just got to find a little bit of copper and then we can get our first tool up. We'll make a prospecting pick. That way we can get pretty much infinite tools. And it'll be a pretty decent start. I keep seeing that and thinking that there's a fire. Surprisingly, it isn't raining right now. But I should probably cover these. I would expect there to be rain very soon. So let's collect some dirt real quick. Better safe than sorry. Get these placed. And now I should be fine. We need to make some more firewood. There we go. My axe broke, but that's fine. We'll just dig this out a tiny bit. I think we can do a 4x1. Ah, we need 2 more. Okay, quickly, let's make another axe. We're gonna have plenty of charcoal to work with. There we go. Let's get it made. And we'll cut down this tree. Also, it does seem like the sun's coming up. we have survived our first night. Turn that into firewood. Get that filled up. We'll just place it all around here. We'll fill that in. And we did a little bit too much. Grass first, then the firewood. Get some dirt around that as well. Light. And we'll place. Okay, so tomorrow we should have plenty of charcoal to work with. Our tools should be going. That should be about everything I need. I'll try to get the rest of this done tonight. However, until then, we're going to go look for some copper and some food. Put away a bunch of my tools. Don't need the cattail. Don't need the firewood. And I'd say we're ready to go exploring. So let's go find some food and let's go find some copper. Okay, so more mushrooms. It's called the almond mushroom. Surely it's safe to eat. I've eaten almonds before. And I don't seem to be dying immediately. Okay, good news. Almonds are fine. I'll try to remember that. I should also be grabbing flint. That way we can get some fire clay pretty quickly. Also, I should be marking this down, shouldn't I? I think if I dig right under here, there's going to be some flint. Maybe? I don't see any immediately. Hold on. Right here? Maybe not. Okay. Never mind. But that's something we're going to have to think about in the future, because I need to get some fire clay up and going immediately. That way we can get bread. We're going to have to start farming very soon if I can find some... Oh god, there's 2 bears! Okay. 2 bears right next to each other. Are they about to fight? There's 3! There's 3 bears! Yeah, see them? Oh, what are they doing? Oh. Oh no. Okay, let's go. There's another bear! This island is not safe. Okay, I wanted to go over there anyway, so we're gonna do that. But here's a bunch of flax. We need the seeds. I need to farm up and go in ASAP. Okay, there's a bunch of seeds. We got 7. That's pretty decent. I think the plan for our first starter build is probably gonna be like between here. I want to stay close to the trader. Ooh, I see turnips. But yeah, I want to stay close to the trader, at least for now. Then we'll try to find a real location to set up a base. But there's a bunch of turnips. I guess I should keep them and then cook them at the base. I almost just ate them, but I might do that anyway. Here's a bunch of rye. Oh, spelt. See, this is why I need the fire clay. That way I can get an oven up. If I could get bread off the start, that would be amazing. That might be a bit too ambitious, though. I don't trust that. Isn't that the hallucinogenic one? I'm gonna leave it be. Here's a bunch of spelts. We got some onions. Yep, a bunch of onions over here. We're gonna be eating good tonight. I need to find some food out on the road until then. Ah, copper. Market. Orange pickaxe. Save. And I already got so many fennel seeds. I didn't find any in the past 2 seasons. I don't know if it's new or not. I'm not entirely sure. But my inventory is full. So we're gonna have to go back to the base and then depot. Hello, raccoon. Wait, wasn't the bears like right here? Oh, copper. I think that might be enough. How much do I have? 15. I do. Okay. Pin it. Copper. There we go. Oh, there's the bears. I think they're moving. I don't think they were this far that way. We're just going to run all the way around. And then we're going to try to get some of that copper smelting. And here's a bunch more too. We have extra. Okay. Mark it down. Orange pickaxe. Save. I think there was another bear over to my right. There's one bear. Yep, there's a bear. Okay, I need to stay away from the shore, which is funny because that's where I want to go. These bears are way too close to my trader. Maybe I'll try to hunt them down later. If I could get the bear armor this early on, that would be huge. But we're back. How long do these have? 15 hours. That's how long I gotta wait until I can cook my vegetables. Can I put anything into here? I don't need those. Copper can go in. Seeds, definitely. I think I just gotta eat these right now. I'm about to start starving. It's a shame, but I gotta do what I gotta do. We must survive. Then I suppose I should go down to here to start up a farm, because it's gonna be safer. So it's this way. And yes, unless there's a bear lurking nearby, I think this is gonna be a great place for our first farm. We got forest floor, which that's not going to be good for growing crops on. Let's try to find some better soil real quick. Okay, so we found some medium soil right here. We'll drop down the flint. Let's go ahead and make another shovel. And there we go. Then let's get some soil. Okay, surely 40 will be enough. So we're just going to come over here and we're going to start placing. Right here shall do. Hopefully that isn't salt water. I would be surprised if it was, but you never know. Then we're going to do one of these and I'm going to try to not mess up my farm like last time. So I think we do it like this. Then we keep doing circles. Just like this. Ideally, that should be all usable. And very efficient, maybe. I think I can do the same like this. Maybe? I'm pretty sure. I haven't tried to make efficient farms in quite a while. But there we go. Place the flint. Let's get ourselves a hoe. We'll map that out real quick. There we go. And man, what is with that thunder? It's got to be coming from over there, I would think. But I need some sticks. So something I've noticed is you can see the sticks in this, but there is none in this. So if we break it, we get no sticks. However, if we break this, we do get sticks. I swear that's got to be new. Either way, let's till up a bunch of this land. Then we're going to throw the seeds in immediately. And then we can just forget about it. And it'll be a bunch of food for later. The earlier we get this done, the better. And we're obviously going to expand this farm out by a ton. But this will be a good start. Okay. There we go. Let's plant our seeds. I think there's some in my chest as well, so we're going to have to go back and get that. But let's get all these planted. And there we go. Okay, let's get back to the trader. We'll go and get my seeds, and then we'll plant them. Then I got to worry about my short-term food. I need to find some berries. Oh, copper. Don't mind if I do. And I shall mark it down as well. The trader should be right over here. We're going to have to cut down a bunch of these trees and make a path. This could get real dangerous. Okay, here it is. My stuff is still going. 12 hours. Okay, seeds. 7 flax. And we're just gonna run back. Oh, why'd I place it over there? Why couldn't I have placed it here? Now I gotta run around this every time. Not a big deal. We're gonna fill this entire thing out with farm area. But here we go. Let's place the flax. And there we go. So yeah, we got a little bit of everything going, and then they'll multiply after a long time, and that should keep us going. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run around over here for a bit. I haven't done too much searching over here. Maybe we'll find some copper, maybe some plants and vegetables, hopefully some berries. I'll even take mushrooms right now while we're waiting. Oh, we got lily pads right off the start. Why were these so rare for me? But now I find them everywhere. I love this. These are fine. Almond mushrooms. We'll go ahead and eat those. Those I cannot. Pretty sure. I swear the hallucinogenic ones were like purple, weren't they? But these are green. I'm gonna leave them. Bitter bolete. I'm sure I said that wrong, but it's called bitter, so I'm not gonna eat it. That just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Here's the fly stuff. I don't think that's poisonous. Let's eat it. Oh, it was! And the thunder at the same time. Wait. That one makes me hallucinate too? Not as bad as the other one though. Oh, it's starting to get worse. Okay, so we learned that one twice. How about this? Tinderhoof. Surely that's edible. Yeah, that's edible. If it grows on trees, it's safe. That's what I've learned. But that could be totally untrue. Oh no! That's a wolf! Luckily, I'm a hunter. I'm fast. I'm speedy. Let's get away. Hop over the water. What is happening here? What's with the water? Oh no, I hear more wolf puppies. Okay, we're out of here. Oh no, that's a wolf. Jump. Oh, I want to eat those. Is he gone? I want to collect these. It's the almonds. I'm pretty sure the almonds are fine. Oh god, the wolf. Back to the treasure hunter. I'll eat these on the way. So yeah, my place seems to be a bit dangerous, but we survived. Wolves that way. Lots of bears that way. I guess I'm gonna go that way. We still need to explore. I need to find some more food. Bunch of more vegetables so we can plant them down. Look at this bush. That's a cool bush. Can't wait to see it when it's actually harvestable. We're gonna go this way and hopefully there's no bears or wolves. Still have yet to see any of the drifters or anything. No rifts. I swear they're in the game. A funeral bell. Okay, no. It's literally called a funeral bell. You can't get me with that one. How about these? I'm not even gonna say the name. Oh, there's so many. Okay, this is my food for today. And then hopefully we can get to hunting and cooking tomorrow. I wonder if I can make these into stews. I've never made a mushroom stew, but that might be a thing. So we'll have to look into that. More berries. Oh, it's already ripe. Okay, perfect. We'll eat those as well. Okay, I should really test these out before I pick up every single one. I got 13. Please don't kill me. Please don't make me trip. I think I'm fine. Yeah, okay, so that's a good food source. Anyway, we're going to look around here and look for some more seeds. Then tomorrow we're going to head over to there and see what's around there because there isn't much going on over here. Oh, that's a wolf. Okay, turning around. And yeah, I think we're pretty much done for exploring on this island. It's pretty much all explored or very dangerous. So let's go back to the trader, and then we're going to get some stuff situated. And tomorrow we'll find a new place to explore. So I got plenty of mushrooms to work with. That should hold me over for quite a bit. We got these going for another 8 hours. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my clay, and we're going to make a ton of molds while I wait. By the way, like I said, I'm using a mold mod, and one of the things is plates. I will never use this, so if you guys see this, don't worry. I'm not touching it, but it is a thing. The arrowhead mold, though, that I will use at some point. Oh yeah, I need an anvil mold, and I could use some vessels. Okay, so I know what I'm doing today. So yeah, I'm just going to sit around and do some pottery, and I'll see you guys in a bit. And there we go. So we got 2 extra vessels. I got a red clay mold, some more ingots, some more crucibles, and I think that should help us out a ton. But we're gonna need a ton of grass to cook it all up. So while there's still daylight, we're gonna go ahead and collect a whole bunch. And now I know it's 10 per, and I know I at least have like 6 items to cook up. I think it's even more. That's quite a bit, but we can get it done. Oh, there goes my knife. So let's go ahead and nap another one. There we go. Go ahead and craft that real quick, and we'll pick up a little bit more. Okay, so that should be enough for at least 9. Hello? Yep, there is. I hear a rift. Okay. You're our first kill of the season, buddy. You must go. Die. Die. No running. There's no running. You stay here. Okay. You know what? I'll harvest you. What do we get? Nothing. Yep, that sounds about right. So, anyway, we're going to go over here. We're going to need a bunch of sticks. And we're going to need some more space for some more kilns. We'll dig some extra holes. Oh, no. I hear a boat horn. Yep, there he is. Yep, he's shooting arrows at me. It's fine. Yep, there's a lot. I knew that there'd be a rift spawn. Oh, it's right there. I just want to place this. Okay, not good. Not good at all. Oh god, there's so many. Let me in. Let me in. Okay. Hey dude, I guess I will be sleeping here tonight. Let's go ahead and eat a bunch of mushrooms. That sucks so much. We should be able to start working on our first tools very soon. I was planning on not sleeping again, but yeah, that's an issue. Oh, I hear a shiver. They're all around. And if I get hit like one more time, I'm dead. Luckily, it is nighttime, so let's just go to bed. And I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. Unfortunately, I was pretty damaged, so it took a lot of my food to heal up. And we're not even full health. It's fine. We'll eat what we can. I still hear them all around. Is it? Oh my, there's 2 up there. Okay. Okay. Run. I know there's also a shiver. Oh, yep. There's a shiver. I'm running into bear territory. Oh god, he's still there. Just keep going. I see the bear. I saw the bear. The shiver seemed to have turned around. I'm just going to run around to my farm. Hopefully they despawn while I'm out, because that is going to be a pain. Oh god, there's boar. I might have to set up a secondary base out here. Or temporary base. Yeah, let's get the boar. We're going to use the water to our advantage. He's going to be good food for tonight if we can manage to cook him. I need to go and get my bowls and pots and stuff. Come back. Come back. I'm a hunter, so I can actually catch up. Oh, that broke. But we got him. Let's harvest. Give me the fat. Yes, and 9 food. That was 9. That's way more than normal, isn't it? Well, we should be good on food then, if I can get that cooking. Oh, my turnips died? Eaten by wild animals. Oh, yeah. That's a big issue. It was probably the boar. Okay, let's spend some time. We got to surround it immediately. We cannot have that happen again. So let's collect some dirt. Hey, at least we have something to do while we're waiting for that rift to go away. We just got to fill this little bit in. And there we go. One right here, that way we can just jump in. And it should be safe. I wonder if mobs can eat from like right here. They might. That would suck. And I guess we'll test that theory out. So what I want to do is I want to run back to my base, try to pick up a bunch of stuff. And then maybe we set our pick kilns out here. But I don't have a lot of inventory space. We'll try to throw away what we can. I don't need the grains. Although I need another spear. Just in case I gotta fight some shivers. And we're gonna try to retrieve everything that we can. We just need to get the molds going. Okay. It's right through these trees. Pick it up. Pick it up. No. Pick it up. Pick everything up. Vessel. Put it in my inventory. Vessel. Some of the stuff is done. Where's the pot? I need the pot. There it is. And I need a bowl. Okay. The rift is still there, so we're just going to get away. We're going to go start a little pig kiln over here and a campfire so we can cook that food. We got 9 and it's going to be fresh for a day. So that'll be plenty. Okay, we're back. This is our second temporary home. And I guess we can do our pig kilns right over here. So let's dig out some holes. There we go. We'll start placing all these down. And I think that was pretty much everything. While we're doing that, we're also going to set up a little campfire up here. But we need to cut down a tree. So this is going first. There we go. Get some firewood. 16 should be plenty. Drop it in. Dirt on top. We'll put the bowl in. We got 3 servings to cook up, so let's get it lit. And there we go. So we'll get some food very shortly, and I need that like right now. So anyway, while we're waiting on that, we're gonna start filling these in. The quicker I can get it cooked, the better. Especially the vessels. That's gonna be huge. So there we go. Now I gotta worry about sticks. So let's try to collect as much as I can. Oh, starting to starve. I think the food's still cooking though. We'll give it another minute, then we'll go check on it. Okay, so I got 33 sticks so far. We'll do as many as I can. There we go. We got 4. We need another 24 for these. But let's go over here. And it is done. Okay, pick it up. Come on, I need some food, please. Let's eat. And yes, that's so good. We got 2 more servings of that as well. So we should be good for about another day. Hopefully at least until that rift goes away. Either way, let's collect a bunch more sticks. Okay, so we got 24. Let's place them. There we go. Now I need some firewood. We'll go ahead and make a couple more axes, because what I want to start doing is clear a path from our trader to here. That way it's a lot safer, especially with the rifts being where they are. So it'll be cool to get that cleared out. And there we go. So I think I need to start clearing this out right here, and that's what we shall do. And there we go. That'll do for now. We got plenty of wood to work with, so we're just going to make a whole bunch of firewood. Oh crap, I threw a stack. That'll do. Oh, no, I threw the wood. Okay, there we go. Now we easily can finish all the kilns, so let's get them filled in. And there we go. Now we got to get some dirt on top of them. And there we go. Now let's get them lit. There we go. So yeah, in about a day, we'll have some vessels. That'll be huge for us. And all the other stuff. Oh, this is still going. Ah, whatever, we'll leave it. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to make another charcoal pit. I have a bunch of firewood on hand, so I might as well get that covered up, get some grass on it, firewood, relight it, and then cover it up. So yeah, we'll have a bunch more charcoal. We still got to collect everything over there too, so we should have a lot to work with. Now that we did that, we're going to go check on the other base real quick. Hold on, empty out my inventory just a little bit. By the way, I got vines. I didn't intentionally get this. However, we can make some rope with that. And we're going to need that for tongs. So that's actually huge that we just got that. So anyway, let's head to the trader. Luckily, I got a way better path. And it's a lot easier to get back and forth. And we'll keep chipping away at it. Make it a lot safer. I think that tree needs to go. That rift is still there. Okay. Is there anything I need immediately? The copper. I need the hammer mold. The prospecting pick. Or that might have just been a pickaxe. The crucible, and I think that's just about everything that we need. Should probably just take these with me, if I can. We'll even grab these. Okay, let's get back. We're gonna leave that place until that rift disappears, and maybe I'll actually set up a little temporary base over here. Basically, the plan is we're gonna make a very temporary base, and that's just gonna be until we can get some regular tools. Then we're gonna make a second temporary base, but it's going to be at the location that we want to set up in for very long term and possibly forever. But we're going to have to wait until we can do that. Either way, we got a bunch of stuff here, and we might even be able to get our first tools up. So I guess this is going to be my temporary base. Don't worry, we'll get something good up and going very soon. But crucible goes in first. We're just going to do all the metal. That should be enough for about 3 tools. We'll do exactly 3 tools amount. We don't need to waste some. We're going to need a hammer, and we're going to need a pickaxe. I'm so sad I didn't make the prospecting pick right away. I think we're cooking it up right now. Yeah, it's right here. So we're going to have to wait for that. Luckily, we're going to get our pickaxe up and going pretty soon. And then we can just go get a bunch of copper while we're waiting on that. Because luckily, I marked a lot of it down, and it'll be easy to get. So real quick, I am going to build something really jank here. And that's to keep these covered, because if we pour metal into it and then the rain gets to it, it's going to cause some issues and shatter it. Also, why is it earthly orange? I guess they changed it. It used to be like black for default in a regular pick kiln like this. I don't know, that seems pretty cool. I wonder how the vessel's going to look. We'll find out very soon. Oh, this isn't going. Yeah, we need charcoal. I forgot about that. We're going to go back to the trader and try to collect what we can. Okay, so it was over here. I think it's under this. Yes. Try to get as much as I can. And there we go. Rift, are you here? Yes, it's right there. Okay, we're turning around. And we're back. You know what really sucks is it's raining right here. However, right over here it isn't. I should have set everything up right here, but I chose to make it hard on me. Anyway, back up here. We're just going to throw all the charcoal in, and now it's going. Okay, we're finally making progress. We got a little farm. We're making tools. I should be collecting this while we wait. We're gonna need every cattail that we can get. Very soon, I'm gonna have to relocate a lot of the roots over here. Hey, you remember when I said I was gonna go adventure off onto the mainland over there? What happened to that? I swear I said that at some point. I'd like to at least see a little bit of it today. So once we get our tools up, we're probably gonna go and do that. At the very least, I want to get those vessels up so I can empty out some of my inventory. Hopefully, I can make a basket with these. Let's see, I got 22, and I can't. I'm missing 2. The nearest water's over here, so we're gonna go investigate. I see a cattail. Hello, little deer thing. I'm not here for you. I'm just here for 2 cattail. It's also becoming dark. Okay, 2 cattail. Let's get ourselves a basket. There we go. Also, we're gonna need some sticks. I need to make some tongs like ASAP. Okay, so I have it. Sick. Place the rope, and now we got tongs. It also has durability now. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I'm very interested in trying it out. This is done. So we can pick it up. We'll bring it on over to here. Let's pour our first hammer. And let's get our pickaxe. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a third thing to pour. So that's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And these won't be done for 14 hours. Oh yeah, I need to get the charcoal out. Don't want to waste it. Let's get this basket out. I shall place it right here. We'll empty out some of our stuff into here. The crucible can go into here. They should have about another tool's worth, so hopefully tomorrow we can get that poured into something. I think it's a prospecting pick, that's what I need immediately. Then we gotta work on getting an anvil. Either way, let's get back to the house. I also need to get some food, so let's eat. There we go. Hello. Close. Close. And let's go to bed. And I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. Oh god. Why is there a bear? Oh! This is not good. Can I even get out? Can he get in? Hello? What do I do? What do I do? Run around? Can I get on the roof? I think I can. Okay, I have a plan here. I'm gonna jump on this. If I can. Come on. There's also blowtorches. We need to get back here. We need to run. Just go. Just go. I know there's so much around. Just go. This is awful. Run through the woods, and then we're gonna loop around. We need to get to our tools. Our farm should be somewhere this way. Right over here. Okay, yes. By the way, do we call this a lake? And I do see that. They're trying to get to the farm. They're casually strolling up like it's a supermarket. Yeah, but do I call this a lake or do I call it a pond? I feel like that's a pond. But let's go over here. It still seems to be safe. It seems like this is still going. 3 hours. By the way, you can see the timer on this. I should probably mention it now because I get asked about it a lot. I'm using extra info. That's why I have the timer and some extra info on a bunch of different stuff. So give that a try if that's what you want. Can't recommend it enough. Well, here we go. 1 pickaxe head, 1 hammer. We'll go ahead and make the hammer, and we'll go ahead and make the pickaxe. So for now, we'll just lean the hammer up against that, and we won't lose it. Where's my nearest copper? Okay, I don't want to go over there. That's where the bear was. The bear's like right here. There was also bears over here by this copper. However, if I go all the way to the left, if I can survive, there is some over there. You know what? We're just going to go to the close one. It was like right there. Surely that'll be safe. No way the bear makes it down this far. So if I'm correct, it should be directly under me. And I don't have any ladders, so we're just going to have to dig down. Okay, we made it to stone. Come on. I believe it. It's down here. Okay, so I'm starting to think that there is none here. I've gone pretty deep so far, and I've been doing this every couple blocks. That way to make sure to branch out to see if there's anything around me. And yeah, I'm not exactly seeing copper here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down as far as I can to see if it's here. And if I don't find it right now, I think we're going to quit. Yep, nothing. Okay, so this was a bust, and I did go pretty deep. So I don't want anybody saying that I didn't go deep enough, okay? That's like 20 blocks deep. Good chunk of our pickaxe is gone. And yeah, we gotta find a new one. There is one right by that bear, but I think I gotta go this way. Or if I can find more copper bits, we'll try again somewhere around here. So let's go exploring, and we'll try to find some more. Oh, I think these blackberries are done. Hold on. Can I harvest it? No? I can harvest that. And this, I can see the berries. Can I harvest you? Yes, I did. Okay, so we just got like 10 berries out of that. That is pretty massive. Oh god, wolf puppy. That means that there's wolves. Just keep running. Are these harvestable? Nope. But these are. I'll be taking that. And I do like how you can harvest other berries even though I have blackberries in my hand. I just harvested some blueberries. That is really nice. So yeah, we got 7 extra berries to work with. And I did mark down copper for like right here. So I guess we're gonna get to digging. Hopefully I get better luck this time. There it is. Okay, sick. It is poor quality, but hey, it'll do. I also need to make sure to not get trapped down there. So we're going to make a staircase up. There we go. We'll place a torch right here. And let's get to digging. I really hope that wasn't it. Okay, we got more. For a second, I was getting a bit worried. I don't even think that was enough for one tool. And we're looking for an anvil right now. Plus, it'd be pretty cool to get some extra. I obviously need a chisel. I need a saw. A weapon would be nice. And a full set of tools. That would be awesome. But yeah, the reason why we don't have a house up and going yet is because I wait for my tools. And I plan on chiseling right off the bat. So as soon as we can get some tools up and going, we're going to start to work on the house. Well, our very, very temporary base. Our temporary base will hold us over until we can make our better temporary base. I hope that makes sense. It does to me anyway. Okay, so I do think that was everything. We have 33 chunks here, and that's about 495. We need 900 for an anvil, and this is my way up. So let's just go on up, take the torch. But yeah, we still need like 400 copper. So we're just gonna look around while we can. Still got plenty of daytime. Oh god, wolf puppy. Isn't this where I spawned? I think it was around here. But yeah, if we can find a little bit more copper, then we might be able to get this in one go. So that's what we're gonna try. Oh, spooky cave with a blowtorch. No thank you. I'm out. Okay, so I think the bear was over here. I really hope I don't run into him. However, I don't think I explored any of this. So there's a chance we'll find some copper. Although it seems to be mostly bushes, which that doesn't help me too much. Luckily, I do happen to know that there's some copper over there. So that's where I'm going. Oh, I just found some copper right here. Not the best spot to do it, but hey, we'll try to see if we can find anything. So let's dig down here and try not to drown. Please be copper. Oh god, that just scared the crap out of me. I hate digging under sand. Okay, so I've gone pretty far down again. I'm not seeing it right off the bat. I think, oh, you know, I was literally about to leave. I'm not trying to break my pickaxe without getting an anvil. And an extra pickaxe, of course. But hey, this one's medium. So perhaps we'll get a decent bit here. At least 400. That's all I need. Okay, so I do think that I got it all. And that was another 27 chunks, which is 540. We do have enough for an anvil. And we got enough for another pickaxe. Let's take the torch with us. And we're just gonna get out of here. Maybe I'll go for another deposit. There is one right over here. Although this one might be a little bit more dangerous. It's in bear territory. And there's a rift. Nothing's spawning out of it so far. This is such a bad idea. I should just go home. We have enough. But we're gonna do it. Let's see how this goes. What I am gonna do is I am gonna cover off the top. And now we should be mostly safe. There we go. And it's medium. This should allow us to actually make a set of tools. And we need a whole bunch of them too. Because not only do I need our regular tools, but I also have QP Chisel installed, of course. I'm sure that's no surprise to any of you. And I've been learning all the other tools that go with that mod as well. So I not only want the pantograph, but I really need the hand planer and the wedge. Those two are must-haves for me now. And yeah, I want to try to make one of those as soon as possible. So we'll see how far this gets me. Okay, that might have been it. We'll collect this and then we'll poke some holes around here. Make sure we didn't miss any behind a wall, but I think that was it. Oh, here's some. Is that attached to a vein or is that just like one? Okay, there's more. There was two. And there's a third. My inventory is full again. Hopefully I make it back alive because it would suck to lose all this. Okay, I think that was it. And my pickaxe is looking so hurt right now. But yeah, that was it. We have 1,160 units here. We have 495 here. Plus, we got another 40 here. So yeah, that should be plenty. Now we just got to get back to the base. So let's dig on up. We're going to pillar out of here, and then we need to move immediately. I'm so afraid of that rift. And now I'm afraid of the bears. But it's fine. We're going to try to move through this. I think the bears migrated towards my base anyway. Kind of seems like that. They were right there. That's where I originally spotted them. There was also one like over here. Oh, that's a bear! I literally just walked past a bear. Keep going. Keep going. There's another one. There's another one. I think that's a new bear by my base. They're multiplying. I think that's what we saw earlier anyway. Okay, the bear was here. I don't see him. We're just gonna keep running. Just keep running by. Please don't tell me he made his way back over here. I'm gonna be so mad if I just see a bear right by our farm. Or God forbid, in our farm. But we're back. And there's a deer. Did they get any of the food on the outside? I don't think so. I think we're all good. I don't think that they can eat sitting under here maybe. I kind of thought they would, but hey, that's cool. So anyway, let's pick up our hammer. My inventory is so full right now. Hold on, we'll get rid of the dirt. That way we can start breaking apart our copper. Just like that. And we got 1,725. And I would put that in the crucible right away, but I can't. However, I think we made some more. Is there more crucibles? I can't see. Oh, there's a rift here. You gotta be kidding me. Did I not cook my extra crucibles? I guess not. Yeah, that is so bad. We're just gonna drop it in, and we need to get this lit. We need to pour that tool immediately. So the one that we're gonna be using, by the way, this one didn't light. Nails and strips mold 2, no. Okay, we got that relit. I am gonna need this, so we're just gonna put it down over here. We definitely need the vessels, so we'll drop it here. I'm trying to move everything away from the rift. I know it's not gonna be safe over here, but it's better than being over there. Prospecting pick. There it is. We also got ingots there. I'll go ahead and take those. I hate how you can stack the molds, but if you have one in your hand, you can't. So you have to pick it up, empty out your hand, and then pick it up again, then it stacks. It is a little bit annoying. But there we go. Man, that rift is loud. Got the prospecting pick here. That is what we're gonna pour next. We just gotta wait for this. Is it done already? Need to get my tongs out. As soon as this is done, we're gonna smelt the rest, and then we're gonna make the anvil and the rest of the stuff. Okay, it is white, so I do think it's done. Let's try to pour. Prospecting pick, here we go. And yes, it did work. Now we can throw the rest into there. That's gonna be so much. But that's an anvil. That deer just scared the crap out of me. And I also gotta work towards a bow. But we're gonna need a bunch of flax twine. And I don't really have access to that right now. But I could definitely make a crude bow, and I think we're gonna do that very soon. It's starting to become dark. The rift is here. You know what? Aren't I safe in my farm? Unless they go up there and start shooting down at me, which they're probably gonna do. So hold on real quick. We're gonna use a vessel. We're gonna throw some of our extra stuff in there, and we're just gonna wait for this. You know, I could probably go to bed while doing this, right? I don't think that sleeping speeds us up at all. So potentially, as soon as it starts getting dark and stuff starts to spawn, we'll just head over to the trader and then sleep, and it should be fine. So that's what we're gonna try. Oh, there's the drifters. Okay, so let's get out of here. We're gonna try to make it back to the trader. Hopefully the bear doesn't get me. We just need to make it inside. Hello, bear, are you still here? I'm just running to the trader. Don't mind me. Is the rift gone? I think the rift is gone. Okay, so maybe I relocate everything back to here. Oh, that's getting ridiculous. But anyway, let's go to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. Okay, let's take a quick look around here. I'm gonna get on the roof. I don't see this bear. Dude, this is terrifying. He could be anywhere. I ran this way, so I assume he tried to follow me maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, let's head back to the farm and see if we made some progress. Okay, so from back here, I don't see any drifters. The rift is definitely still there, but hopefully it's too bright for them to spawn. And the crucible is still going. It didn't just waste all the charcoal throughout the night, so very cool. Now we just gotta wait for it for a bit. So I'm gonna grab my stone, and I'm gonna come over here where there isn't a rift. We're gonna make a couple more axes. That way we can start cutting down some more trees while we wait. I'm gonna need all the wood at some point anyway, so it's not a waste of time to just collect a whole bunch while we're waiting. Especially because we gotta get a build sometime today, and it's gonna require a bunch of wood. Hopefully I can find a lot of oak to work with. But there's 2 tools. We're gonna drop them in, and here's a big oak tree. Dude, there's no shot I break that in one try. So hold on. We're gonna make another axe as well. We're gonna be prepared. There we go. I believe we can do this in one try. So let's cut it down. And can we break it? Let's see. No. Oh yeah, a lot of it's still there. But this is so many logs. This is more than we've ever seen so far. So many. That was more than a full stack. And I got the mod that doubles stack sizes. So that is kind of crazy. The tree is still standing. You know what? I think we have enough time. So we're going to go ahead and make 2 more axes. Then we're going to chop it down. And we shouldn't have to worry about wood for a little bit. At least I hope so anyway. There we go. Okay, this time's for real. Let's break it down one more time. And there we go. Yeah, we basically cut it down. There's a couple left, but who cares? I mean, I do because I'm going to break it anyway. But yeah, we cut it down. Let's see how much that one tree got me. Yeah, 128 and 97. That is massive, and that's going to be enough for a house. Well, a starter house. Plus, we got some extra mushrooms. Tinderhoof, and I know that's edible, so that's perfect. Plus, we also got 28 sticks out of that. I think I already had some, but we definitely got quite a bit. By the way, I did install another mod, and it's the replacement to 1 stick. Oh, why do I have honey? Why do I have honeycombs? There was a beehive in that tree. You gotta be kidding me. Please tell me that there's more around here. I didn't hear it. Is there one in this? I don't see it. Ah, that sucks so bad. I'm looking around, but I don't hear any. But if there's one, there's gotta be more, right? I have to believe. That sucks so bad. But anyway, let's come over here. How are we doing? It's done. Okay, let's pick it up. And we'll take our 1 charcoal. I do need another tool, so we're going to go ahead and make one. Might as well get another hammer as well. Then we're going to go to the anvil. Let's get it poured. And there we go. That's going to be massive for us. And I have some extra, so I'm going to do some of the ingots over there. That's going to be a saw. That'll be a chisel probably. And unfortunately, I don't have any more. I didn't cook those other 2. Is there any other molds around here? We got some crocks. And yeah, that was about it. How much does this have? 425. So that's another 4 tools that we can make eventually. We'll just drop it down, and we're gonna have to relight that at some point. But yeah, prospecting pick is done, so we'll go ahead and grab it, and let's get it made. Now, I don't plan on doing a bunch of prospecting right off the bat. Oh, there goes my shovel. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig down, and we're gonna see what's here. We might as well, and I want to know what's around me. So let's dig down. Okay, this should be enough. We'll dig 2 in each direction. There we go. Take out the prospecting pick. Density search. We'll break 1 on this side. 1 on this side. And on this side. Okay, so we got very poor copper here. And we got some cinnabar. Not amazing, but at least we know what's here. We're going to have to do that to this entire island. And then we're going to have to go to the mainland and do that stuff. However, for now, we're just going to leave that be. And we'll come back to that at a different point. So now that we're finally able to make some metal, I want to do some more pottery. Get some more molds up and stuff. Also, I need to get rid of the tongs. That makes me more hungry while it's in my offhand. And we're also going to have to get some more shovels. That way we can dig up some more clay. So there we go. So let's try to make our way over to the clay over there. However, I suspect that there's a bear on top of it. So we might die. So this is going to be dangerous. Okay, we're here. I don't see the bear immediately. I see a bunch of these deer things. I don't even think that's deer. That's something different. I don't know what it is. But let's run past. Don't hear a bear yet. Here's the clay, so let's pick some up. We need enough for like 30 ingot molds. I think it would be cool to get the rest of the tools as well. And what did I do with my nails and strips mold? I should have poured that immediately. We could have a chest right now, or very soon, as soon as we get the saw. That would be huge for us. So I need to find that immediately, and if I didn't fire it already, we need to get to that. But this will do for now. That's a whole lot of clay we got to work with. And we're going to head back to the farm. Or maybe I should just stay around here. No more rifts. As long as a bear doesn't come out of nowhere, I think this is my safest bet. And I'm going to spend some more time. And I'm going to make a bunch of molds. So unless something happens, I'll see you guys in a little bit. And there we go. So this is what we have to work with. I made ourselves some more cooking pots because I don't want to ruin ours and then not have a way to cook. We got some more nails and strips. Another anvil mold. Because once we get our other anvil, the mold is going to break, so we're going to need another one. More ingots, of course. I can always use more. An axe mold and a shovel mold. Plus, we're going to go back to the farm real quick. I do think our stuff is done over there. But I'm going to grab the molds that we haven't fired up yet, and then we're going to get those cooking as well. Is the rift gone? I think it's gone. I bet you there's one over there again. Okay, so there's the crocs. There's the nails and strips. Yeah, I should have had those going already. My bad. We'll place it right there. We do need these. And I think we're going to fire them over here again. As long as the rift stays away. So I guess we'll go back to the trader and then grab our stuff and bring it here instead. I did not think the rift was going to be gone yet. Also, I keep hearing wolves over here. So it's getting more and more dangerous. Is there another rift over here? I feel like there should be one. Because the one over there is gone. Which means it should be replaced by one somewhere else. And I was over here for quite a while. But anyway, let's grab these. And yeah, I think we're good. So let's head back. Look at the little fish. They're little tiny fish. I need to try fishing. If I can remember it, we'll try to get to that today. That is something I really want to try out. But anyway, let's start placing the molds. There we go. We also need to get rid of the grass around these. That way they don't catch on fire. Oh yeah, I should probably be harvesting it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need about 70 grass. That should be achievable. One of the tools I should probably make right now is the scythe. It would make this so much easier. We can even use it on cattails, which would be huge. So we might try to make one of those very soon. But there's 70, so let's get it placed. And there we go. Now we're gonna need a whole bunch of sticks. We'll place what we can right now. Then we need to go ahead and get some sticks. But yeah, I got another stick mod, guys. And this one is called Proper Sticks. I did review it in one of my other videos. And it makes it a little bit more realistic with how much sticks you get from leaves. Because on default, you can break down an entire tree and get like a couple sticks. However, in real life, there'd be a lot more. See, we just got 31 from that one tree. And that is way more reasonable. And I absolutely hate sitting here just breaking down all the leaves. So if there's a way for me to do less, I'm very happy about that. And that's why I'm going to be keeping that mod. But there we go. We placed the rest. We'll grab some firewood. We'll get it placed on top. And there we go. I should probably move the sticks. I bet you those are fire hazards. Oh, it takes forever to break a stick like that. You actually just got to pick it up. Same thing with that one. We'll get rid of some of the grass nearby. Don't need this place sitting on fire either. It's really scary too because I'm on an island right now. And if one fire gets started, it could probably burn down everything on the island. And that would suck so bad. Luckily, we plan on relocating anyway, so it shouldn't be that bad. But anyway, let's light these up. And I'm gonna double and triple check that every single one of these is lit. Because I swear, every single time I do a bunch of pit kilns and I make sure that they're lit, there's always one or two that get left behind. So we're gonna make sure. Okay, so I'm having a look at them. They all have timers so far. That means that they're definitely lit. So let's see if any of them fail. And while we're waiting on that, we should check on our anvil, which is done. So if I break this, we get an anvil. And look at that. We finally did it. And now we can finally start to get some stuff done. We even have some ingots ready. And of course, the extra tools. However, we're going to need a forge. And the recipe hasn't changed. We just need a little bit of cobblestone. And luckily, I saved some clay for that. And I got some pretitite on me already. So perfect. We'll just go ahead and make a whole bunch. There's a stack. Now we can go ahead and make a forge. And we can place it over here. Let's grab the ingots. We'll place it in the forge. And it should be ready to go. However, it is becoming dark out, so we're going to start that in the morning. And I hope that we can at least get some copper up and going. I don't have a bellows. There is a crude hide bellows that we can make, but that requires some hide. And we either need a bear pelt or some large pelt, which means I need to hunt down a bear to get that. And I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So hopefully we can still get this heated to the proper temperature. I'm not entirely sure, and I guess we'll figure that out together. But anyway, it's getting dark, so let's head to the trader. And we're here. Hey dude, how's it going? I'm gonna be using your bed, so let's go to sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. And we're up. We're starting to starve, or very close to it anyway. So let's eat what we can, and that was practically nothing. Okay, so we gotta worry about food today. Let's head out. Also, can I pick this up? I think I can. Yeah, I got carry on. So we're gonna move our chest back to the farm. Very, very slowly. I also think that I can put this on my back. Not entirely sure about that. Every single time I use carry on, somebody tells me that. I've never done it though, and I should probably try it sometime. Oh no, a rift. I think it's in that tree, but is there one over here? I don't see one. Okay, so let's drop this down, and now we got our chest over here. These are still going. They got 8 hours. We got to dig up some charcoal. Probably get another batch going very soon. We're going to burn right through it. But for now, this will do. So there we go. We're going to drop one into here, and we're going to get it lit. Do I need a bellows? That is the question. I can't tell. Does it look more red to you guys? It seems a little bit more red, and I don't think it's getting any hotter. So let's pick it up. We're going to place it down. I definitely need a saw. Where's my hammer? I know I placed it around here. Hammer? Oh, no. Is it on me? Nope. Okay, no, that's a prospecting pick. I swear I leaned it up against something. Is it over here? No. Okay, this is why you should be more organized. Is it in a chest? Okay, it is. I swear I thought I leaned it up against something. Did I need a bellows? I did not. That is huge. So we're going to get the saw made immediately. That way I can start to make chests. Plus a real door and the boards, which we are going to be using for building, which is also incredibly important. We're going to be using that in a lot of stuff. And wait until you guys see the roof. And there we go. Now let's pick up the other. Place it down. What do I need? What would be the most important thing right now? The pantograph. You know, that adds up. Same thing with the chisel or even the tongs. How's my tongs doing? They're lasting actually. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the chisel. Should be no surprise to you guys, but I like the chisel. Although I don't think that we're gonna use it immediately. We're not quite at the point where we're gonna build a base, but we're also extremely close to that point. So we're gonna get some use out of it. And there we go. One chisel down, one saw blade. Oh, it was too hot. Wait, I can't put it in my crafting grid? Oh yeah, don't we need to quench it now? Hold on. I can place it in there. Does that quench it? I could just drop it. That works too. I think you can also just like hold right click on the water, but I was also pressing shift. Wait, I have another one here to test. Yeah, you can just hold right click. Just don't press shift. Instinctively, I want to get closer to the water, but yeah, you can't. Anyway, we got our tools. Now I can turn that into a saw. We'll go ahead and just grab some logs. We'll cut it into boards. Did I already pour some nails and strips? I didn't. Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing that we do. But since we don't have any, I do want to show you guys something very cool that I'm super happy to use right off the bat. I'm gonna put my hammer in my offhand, and I'm gonna use the boards, and look at that. There's a frame. Now, if we hold right click on it, we now have a roof. It didn't require me to do any sort of crafting except for the boards. And if we want to make it longer, we can. So you can have a super long one like that, or it even can go tall, stuff like that. And I'm super excited to use that right off the bat. Plus, if we go ahead and get some dirt, we can control click under it, and it places it so it's actually a part of the roof. And with our chisel, we can actually go ahead and chisel it. This is going to be absolutely massive for us, and I'm so excited to use it. So excited, in fact, that I didn't even download the other one roof. I'm fully converting over to this mod. It is so incredibly helpful, and I've been using it a lot since the last series. And I must say, it is a 10 out of 10 for me, and I highly recommend it. So now we got to worry about getting the other molds and stuff up and going, and then we could probably start to build a base. By the way, the farm is going. Nothing is dying, and there does seem to be a lot of bugs around it though. That worries me a bit. Maybe it's because of the dead crops, which I guess we'll just go and break real quick. That way we can get the seeds back. The farmland will replenish. So yeah, I think we're good. So we'll just put those back into there. So let's run around. We're gonna look for some more mushrooms. I also need to look at a bunch of these trees, not only because they have a chance for mushrooms, but also we're looking for a beehive. The sooner we can find one, the better. I hear a rift. There's a rift somewhere nearby. I need to look at these. I feel like these have a really good chance of having bees. I don't hear any though. So anyway, I'm gonna have a look around here. I'm gonna be looking for the hives and some food. Hopefully I can find some berries, some mushrooms. A lot of berries should be ripe by now. Some of them seem kind of barren. Maybe I already harvested it, but here's some berries. That'll do. Oh, I found some walnut. Oh, there's the bears. Also, that one's a different color. All the ones that I saw previously were brown. So there's another bear over there. They are multiplying, I swear. Oh, here's some mushrooms. Dryad saddle. Oh, chickens. Wait, I'll actually hunt you down. I could use the meat. I could use the feathers. I want to work on getting a bow very soon. Where'd he go? I hit him into the tree and then he disappeared. Is that him? Is that the same one? Come back. Stop running through these trees. He disappeared. Well, he got away. Some white oyster. Okay, we'll go ahead and try that out as well. That one seems fine. We're going to eat the saddle one. It also seems to be fine. Got some almonds here. And I found my first ruin. Let's go check that out. One of the mods that I'll always install is better ruins. I don't think that this is a better ruin. However, it is still a ruin. And right now it could be very helpful. Like there's a farming vessel and it gave me 5 flax twine. That's actually huge. I need that for a bow. We can make a bow right now because of that. See, that is actually huge. And I don't see anything else here. Oh, there's another chicken. Where are you, buddy? I would like your feathers, please. I need to make arrows. Oh, he's somewhere over here. They're in the stupid trees again. There he is. Hunt him down. Don't let him escape. Yes, go into the water. Do it. You're in my territory now. There we go. Okay, harvest. 12 feathers. 14. Sick. Okay, that's huge. That's 14 arrows, I think. Unless it requires multiple feathers. Come here, buddy. I got stuck. There's a whole bunch around me. Come on. 1 hit. 2 hit. Let's go and harvest them. Here, rooster. You know, I should probably let some of them live. That way I can come back and collect them. Because I plan on doing a chicken farm this time around. I am a hunter, so I might as well. Here's another one. He's going for the water. That was your biggest mistake. Let's get him harvested. And there's another 11. Plus, we got enough to make another full meal. Although it would be cool if I could get one more. I know I heard one, but I might have spooked it off. So anyway, I think we're good on food for now. We'll cook up the chicken back at the farm. And we got feathers for a bow. So we're going to get that going immediately. Ooh, more copper. And we're going to try to harvest it as quick as possible. No reason to come back later when we can just do it now. Okay, so that seems like it was about it. And we got 255 out of it. Not amazing, but it's definitely better than none. So let's get out of here. Yeah, I feel like the bear was like right there. Where is it? It's around. We're fine. I don't see him. I'm running the wrong way. I should probably get rid of this. It already spooked me. I saw it from far away. Was like, is there a bear? No, we're fine. So anyway, let's pick up the hammer. We'll go ahead and smash all the ore. And we got 300 extra. This right here, we should probably get that going again. And a lot of our molds are done as well. So let's throw the charcoal in. Get my torch out. Let's light. And there we go. Mold-wise, we're definitely going to need the ingots. We'll throw them down up here. The shovel mold, I don't think we're going to need immediately. Same thing with the anvil. Definitely don't need that right now. We also got the axe mold. The nails and strips will take. Same thing with the ingot mold. And other than that, we got some pots and some crocks. But I don't need to worry about that right now. So let's throw down the nails and strips again. We'll do both. And we'll throw the ingots up here. I cannot wait to start pouring the nails and strips. I think if I pour both of these, that's 4 chests or 2 trunks, which is going to be incredibly helpful for us. So I can't wait to get that going. Okay, it's heated up. We'll pull it out. The very first thing is the nails and strips. I will have chests. And you know what? We'll do another one. Then I think I have like 200 metal left. So I guess we'll just do some ingots. There we go. And then I think I have like 25 left. So we'll just pour some of this ingots. We'll place it back. We'll throw the rest of the copper into there. That is 3 more tools. And that should be enough to finally get us going. We already have an extra pickaxe and hammer. So we're going to need a pantograph. Maybe I do the planer as one of these. And the wedge is one of these. And yeah. Either way, I think we got it all. And after this is done, I'm going to throw the food in there immediately. And also, we need to go ahead and make a bow. So there we go. Simple bow. And I think I have some flint in here. There's 2. None in there. None in there. Or there. Did I really not have any more flint? Just 2? Well, I guess we'll go ahead and make 2 arrows. That didn't work. What am I missing? Oh yeah, don't I actually need to nap it? So hold on. Arrowheads, yes. Dude, I completely forgot that you needed to do that. I usually skip these altogether. And I go straight for metal arrows. But hey, we might as well. We should be able to at least get like 12 arrows. Which might be able to kill like 1 thing. So we'll drop that down as well. Arrowhead. Either way, 12 should be enough for us to go hunt down some chickens or something. Maybe if I make some more and maybe a couple spears, we can go hunt down a bear. I could also dig a hole and try to trap them. So perhaps we'll do that. Either way, we made our arrowheads. We dropped those in. There's 9 arrows. But we need some more sticks. Go ahead and break a couple leaves. Easy enough. We'll drop the rest in and craft. So there we go. We're finally a proper hunter. And we're able to use our bow. Wow, that looks so stupid with the tongs. Oh, I shot! I didn't mean to do that. Where'd the arrow go? I don't think I'm gonna find that one. It's just gone. 11 arrows is all we needed anyway. Anyway, let's grab our crucible. It is done. Oh, I can't pour it? Is it not hot enough? Oh, yeah, it's not hot enough. Okay. I thought it was done. But yeah, we gotta let it cook for a little bit longer. Okay, surely it's good now, right? We're going to take it out. Let's pour an ingot. Then we're going to do the other one. Then we shall do another one. And we'll finish it off with another one. Okay, 25 in that one. But there we go. That should be a bunch more tools to work with. And those might even be done. They are. Okay. So there's 8 nails and strips. We use some boards. We turn that into chests. And there's 6 chests. We can make more if we get some more boards. But there's 2 trunks. And we got 1 extra chest. You know, I was going to put it over here. But I'm a little bit worried about fire, so I'm actually just going to throw it into here. This is my new chest room. And yeah, we have so much room to work with. Also, I need to take that charcoal out. I guess I'll put it in here for now. Throw the food in. Now we're cooking up 1 serving of chicken. And it seems to be somewhat safe right here. So I think we're going to try to spend the night without sleeping. Look at that guy. What are you? It's like a mini deer. Very cool looking. Maybe I can hunt him down with my bow. We're going to try it, but I kind of doubt it. There he is. Okay. Ah, the stupid tongs. And I shot. Okay. No, he ran! He ran! But yeah, I think he got away. That's a bit unfortunate. Well, whatever. Okay, food. It is done. Which that's all there was. And we're full up again. Awesome to see. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move our anvil and our forge. And we're going to put it into the farm. So yeah, we're going to try to use this as our temporary storage for this second. Put it there. Our forge can go right there. We got our ingots and stuff. We'll go ahead and pick those up. And oh yeah, while we can, let's get a couple sticks. We're going to throw some torches around that farm. There we go. Not the best base in the world. However, it wasn't ever meant to be. And we're going to move out of this very soon. But tonight, we're going to work on getting some tools up just to build the base so we can move out of here. Let's drop the charcoal in, get it lit, and now we wait. Okay, it stopped heating up, so let's pick one up, place it, and what do we need first? You know, I do want to try out that crowbar. However, we're not going to do that right now. We definitely need a pantograph. So that's what we're going to make next. And there we go. And now we're going to do the planer. It's so incredibly good. But there's 2 of our tools. We got 3 more ingots, so we'll drop 2 into there. And another coal just in case. By the way, the thunder has come back. And the sea keeps lightning over here. It says that rainfall in this place is pretty common. How about over here? Because this is where it seems to be raining the most. Very common. So yeah, I was kind of expecting to set up my first base over here. However, I feel like we should move. I don't think that we should be in a place that's going to be raining all the time. However, maybe we could work out over there between the trader and here. I'm probably going to fill up this lake with a bunch of farmland. However, we can always move, and I feel like I should at least take a look around. So tomorrow, after we get these tools, I'm going to go over to the other continent that I kept talking about, and we're going to have a quick look around and see if we can find a better place to set up. Also, I do got carry-on, and we got these large chests. Wait, I can't pick up trunks, can I? No. Well, I still got one small chest. That'll make it easy to move some stuff over. But it might take multiple trips. Oh god, we got a boat torn. See, the thing is, I'm not safe here. I also only have 2 blocks to block myself with. So potentially I do something like that, but he could always go sit up on the hill like he's doing. And yeah, he's gonna shoot down at me. Not great at all. Okay, we're gonna stand up, pick this up. Ah, I can't pick up the mold yet. Okay, mold. Chest. That's... Oh god, I'm still getting hit. I hear more out here too. Yeah, there must be a rift. There's a ton of things around me. Okay, we're running before Shiver shows up. Yeah, I just heard a rift behind me. So let's head into the trader, close the door, close that door, and let's go to sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow. And we're up. Let's hop back in. Drop some stuff off into the chest. Gotta pick this chest up, pick up the molds. We're gonna place some dirt here. And hopefully that should protect us. Just enough to block off that hill over there. So we're back to this. We're going to throw some charcoal into here again. We're going to light it. Then we'll go over to our fire. Throw the bowl in. We'll throw the meat in. And we'll give it a light. Okay, food is on the way. So is my metal. Okay, it's ready to be used. Let's drop it down. I want the wedge this time. So let's get it made. And there we go. So what tool should we go for now? Honestly, I think it should be a wrench. So yeah, we'll go ahead and make that. That's incredibly important for building. So we should probably get that made right away. And there we go. And I feel like the next thing that I should do is make another hammer. And that is probably what that last ingot's going to be for. Hold on real quick. Let's grab our food and let's eat. There we go. So yeah, we have a bunch of tools here. And real quick, I'll do a quick demonstration of why I like the planer and the wedge so much. So basically, as you guys know, the chisel's really simple. You get to chisel blocks into blocks, and you can make some truly unique stuff. However, the planer is super cool. You can see here that I'm chiseling off entire sections of it, but it can do much more than that. And this right here is actually oak planks, even though it looks very similar. But if I take the planer now, and I right-click onto here, you can see that it only brought the planks out. And if I do it again, you can see it did just that. And if I left-click this part, it only chisels out this and not the oak planks. That is so insanely huge. Now this wedge is so insanely cool. You can see how this is sticking out right here, and this is touching this block. But if I go up to it on this side, and I left-click, you can see I'm actually pushing it this way, and this got trimmed a little bit. And if I keep doing it, you can see it entirely disappeared, and this texture actually came back. Now this is so cool, because if I go the other way, we're only pushing what we already had to the right. And I can obviously do it from this side as well. And this is so incredibly helpful. I wish I knew about it in the past. This is definitely a must-have tool. And so is the planer. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a rundown on these two, because I'm going to be using a lot of them. And I just wanted you guys to know why they were so important to me, as they are so cool. But for now, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to leave all the tools, all the important stuff behind. And it's about to become nighttime, so that's a bit of an issue. However, I want to go over here. We're gonna have to wait until tomorrow morning. What I can do until then is I can get some stuff together for a raft. And that way we can just boat on over, and I don't have to go and face the bears every time I want to try to trek through this. I already have the logs, which means I just need some cattail. I think there was some over there, but there's a rift, so we're gonna go to the one over here. Story of my life. So I think we need like 20 cattail or something, which that's quite a bit. But we also get a boat out of it. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. Oh god, that's a boar. I'll hunt you if you come for me. You know what? I should probably hunt you anyway. Where'd you go? Hunt him down. I missed. I hear bees. Ah, rifts and multiple boars. He's coming for me. That's a wolf. That's a wolf. No. Okay, abandoned mission. Is he still following me? Yep. Yes, he is. Just keep running. Back to the farmland. I think we lost him. There's bees. Bees here. Okay, I marked it down. We got bees here. We're going to be coming back for that very soon. And it is becoming dark. So we're going to try to make this quick, but I'm going to try to collect some cattails over here. I don't even think there's enough. Oh god, that's Shiver! Oh no. Of course there's a Shiver. Just keep going. I bet you he's still right by me. I don't even want to turn around. No, I got stuck. I don't see him. I think we lost him. Do you guys think I can go down and get it? No, no, he's guarding it. He's guarding the cattail. Okay, surely there's more cattail in here. That's where I was trying to go before. I could potentially go up to there by the trader. There is some cattail here. Okay, perfect. We'll grab some while I can. However, I expect that we're going to have to run away pretty soon. Okay, there we go. 43 shall do. Let's make it back to the trader. I'm going to be requesting your bed again. So let's go to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. And I'm up. I hear a lot of stuff around me right now. Let's open the door. Of course there's a rift here. Okay, run. Run. Nobody noticed me. Surely. Yep, rifts are getting kind of bad. Oh god, there is a shiver. Holy crap. I think he's over there. Yep, there he is. He's walking away. So we should be good. Let's make some rope. Then we shall make a raft, and let's make the oar. Now, I don't have the speedboat mod yet, so the raft is going to be completely vanilla, and I might go ahead and get that at some point. But for right now, we're going to be stuck at normal speeds. So let's take it for a spin. And wow, it is downpouring over here, but this is pretty awesome. This is how we're going to be getting around our world. Unfortunately, I don't see any continents on this side. I'm sure that there's some out there. However, we're going to go to the one over there. Oh, look at this. I think that's a coral reef. Let's hop out real quick. I don't even think I saw one last time around. But yeah, here's one of the reefs that were added last update. And it does look insanely cool. Look at the little red thing swimming around. That's so cool. There's definitely more height to it, which is something I really like. Especially because I like to live near mountains. So hopefully we can find some. There's also some land over there. There is a trader right there by the water. And we'll visit him at some point. But my main concern is to get on the land, find some berries around here. Some mushrooms, stuff like that. Okay, I see some berry bushes. I don't think we can collect it yet. Oh, we can eat these. 3 blackberries, that's huge. Got some mushrooms over here. Red wine cap, that sounds edible to me. Let's have a munch. Okay, so this definitely seems like a way better base location than the island that we were on. It's actually got land, it's got mountains. We even have a trader over there, which we'll check on the way out. But most importantly, there should be some crops laying around. That right there seems like it would be awesome. But I also think it would be difficult to get down. And right now I need access to the water. So as of right now, this is my prime location for a base. Got some rye too, sweet. It's nice and flat. And it looks pretty cool. So this might be our first little base location. Definitely not a permanent base location, but it might do for the first video. And yeah, there isn't much more that we can do over here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my raft, place it back on the water, and we're going to go investigate this land. This also could be a cool little base location. Maybe I set up right there under this mountain, although that's an incredibly short mountain. Also, another good thing about this place is that we actually got medium soil and a lot of it. And I want to go check out the fruit real quick. There's no way this is finished, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't have any fruit. That is sad, but we can always come back. See more fruit. See more berries. Oh god, there's a bear! There's a bear! I'm gonna die. There's no shot I survive. Okay, well, that's a problem if I want to move here. To be fair, my other base had a bear at it, which kind of just disappeared. I have no idea where it went. And I think that there's a good chance that we're gonna be back here. We're either moving up there or over there. And I haven't decided yet. However, we're gonna have to do that very soon. But as of right now, I think that we might actually move over there. We can always make the trip over to here if we want to explore it. That place didn't have a bear. Plus, it is a lot closer to the island over there too. It'll make it easy to make the trip. And also, we get the trader right outside, which we're gonna go visit right now. By the way, look at that tree right there. I don't know why, but it's shouting bee at me. Do you think that there's a beehive on it? That would honestly be amazing if we set up base here and there's already one here. However, I do not hear one. Wait. Wait. There's a beehive in here. It's right here. Look, there's actually a beehive right here. So anyway, we're going to leave that for now. But yeah. I think that settles it. We're going to move up onto that hill over there. We'll use this area for a little bee farm. And I think this place will be cool for a temporary home. So I think that's the plan. Definitely a cool little trader base. Let's hop out. Hello? Hello, trader. It's a furniture trader. You know, what do you have? Yeah, he has some doors, some fences. Actually, the lantern's kind of nuts. How much does it cost? 15 gears per lantern. Not bad. Yeah, we might end up buying that at some point. However, we already have some wax. We might be able to get a lantern up very soon. Anyway, let's head back to our trader. By the time we get there, it should be nighttime. Then tomorrow, I think we're going to collect a bunch of resources and then start moving some stuff over here. And then we can finally start to work on the base. I think it's about time. And we're back. Real quick, I do have a chest here. I'm going to grab my raft as well. And I think I can actually place a chest away. I can do it right here. Can't I place a chest onto there? It might only be the reed chest, unfortunately. However, we do have some. It's not going to be able to carry a lot, but it's definitely better than nothing. So let's place. And there we go. Yeah, so we can at least carry some over. Then we got to pick it back up. I'll place it here for now. But yeah, we got to empty this. Then only bring the important stuff. And ideally, I think I can place one of these on my back. That's what people kept saying. Okay, so I looked it up. And apparently I shift and right click again while not looking at a block. And it's on my back. This is my full sprint speed. And it actually seems to be normal. And now we got plenty of inventory space. So yeah, I think that we have most of our molds. Oh, there's a tool. I'll leave one dirt behind. I'll even take some torches. And I'd say that we pretty much just got everything that we need. And we should be about good to go. And we're going to ride to our new base location. And I can't wait to finally set up a base. It's about time. So anyway, I'm going to make my way over. And I'll see you guys once I'm there. Okay, so we've arrived. And I just noticed that there's a bunch of cattail over there too. That's going to be huge. I don't even have to plant that. However, I'll probably move it at some point anyway. I did forget to bring a bowl. So that does mean that I do got to go do another trip. And honestly, that's not even that bad of a thing because I get to go get the rest of my stuff anyhow. Let's get the vessel. We'll place it down right here. We'll pick up this box as well. Drop it down. We have a chest. Drop it down as well. We'll empty out my inventory. Also, I did notice that there's a goat up there. There's another one and another one. That's going to be food. But anyway, we're just going to get back on the boat. I'm going to do one more trip over to our base. I'll probably have to sleep the night there. But then we'll grab everything else. And then we're going to work on the build. So for this build specifically, I'm not going to do a time lapse. I know I normally do time lapses and expect to see a lot more this season. However, for this specific build, I do want to go over and just build it with you guys because there's some stuff I should explain. And that way everybody knows exactly what I'm doing and how I did it. That way for future builds, everybody will be on the same page. So that's my plan for this build. I'm just going to talk you guys through it as I'm building it. And hopefully it helps you guys out. So we're almost back. And it is becoming dark out pretty quickly. Well, I was looking at this right here. And now it's definitely not set in stone. And we're going to do a lot of exploration before I set up a real base. However, up there is definitely looking pretty enticing. It is pretty flat up there. It's right by the water. It's got a little bit of an elevation change right here. So this could be kind of like the front area of our base. We could have like a staircase that goes up it. And we could have a great big base up there. I'm not exactly sure if we're going to do that. But I'm trying to think ahead. The trader is over there, so we're going to go sleep with him for a while. I hope that there's a bed. There's a rift and a shiver. You gotta be kidding me. Two rifts. And the shiver's coming for us. No, keep going. Oh, man, that sucks so much. I can't even put down my stuff. I hate rifts so much. Look how many there are. A bunch of them just despawned. There were so many more. Is that another rift? No, that's a tree. Okay. I can't sleep here still? It belongs to the trader. I'm not even trying to use a block. I don't have a vessel. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks really bad. I was expecting to sleep here. Plans have changed. Okay, so let's make a knife real quick. So there we go. There's a knife. We gotta get some grass. Okay, I got 34. How much can I make? 4. I think that's perfect. Yes, we made a bed. This is such a stupid idea. Do I just sleep here? Ah, what's the worst that could happen? We'll get my fire started out, we'll light it, and that makes me feel ever so slightly safer. So let's go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. I wonder if this is like bugged or something, because I've never not been able to use the bed before. That is new. Luckily, I got some firewood in here, and we made a knife so I can easily make some grass. Put it down, put the firewood in. I have my pot on me, which is awesome. We got 2 onions in there. We got some fennel in here, and we can make 2 servings of this stew. So let's grab the torch, and let's light. Can I see the rift? I don't see it. That might be a distance thing, or maybe it actually is gone. And it's done. So let's fill up a bowl. Let's have a bite. And that was like nothing. Okay. Not great. Well, at least we got some. So let's get off. Get the vessel off my back. Place it. Get this chest. Place it. We'll even throw down the bed. And I feel like I should make another chest. So hold on, we're going to make a ton of boards. Then we'll go ahead and make a chest. And we'll just throw it on top. So yeah, we need to make some tools. We need to find some clay. Oh, puffballs. Hey, that's food. More over here. Then we're just going to chow down. More up here. And even more. Oh, something just made a noise at me. I'm going to run away. And I see clay. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to grab as much as I can. However, I got to worry about food too. And there we go. That's about 2 stacks. But yeah, honestly, I'm kind of liking this area. And if anything, I feel like over there could be a sick base location. Also reasonably flat. Then we got plenty of rooms for like docks and stuff. We could even make like a little wall right there. That could be sick wall in this entire area. Potentially something that we might do. But again, way too early to figure that out. Oh, look at all the puffballs though. There's so many puffballs. Let's pick them all up. That should last me until the build's done at least. So yeah, I think that we're going to do something pretty simple today. That's kind of the idea with this temporary base. We're going to have many temporary bases this season. But for now, I only need something that I can sleep in and live in while we're progressing and stuff. Once we get to bronze tools, we'll be able to do a lot more, especially if we get our food situated. But right now, we don't need to make a fancy build. So we're just trying to do something simple. And there's a rift by a bunch of goats. Do you think if something spawns up there, will it fight the goats? I have no idea, but that'd be kind of cool. Either way, let's pick up a bunch of dirt. Then we gotta go back to sleep, which unfortunately, there's a rift next to me. We might have to dig a little hole. There'll be a temporary base to this temporary base, which is also gonna be a temporary base for the next temporary base. I destroyed a bush, no. Gotta be more careful. That was food I just got rid of. We'll place it into there, and we'll hop in when we need to. It will fill out the top, of course. Let's try to make some mud brick. By the way, as you guys can see, this is in my way. What you can do up here is you can right click this right here, click on movable, and now we can move it to the left so I can craft and see the recipe. It surprises me how many people don't know that, and it's absolutely massive. I don't even have the stuff to do it. I need some grass. I forgot about grass. Pretty much mud brick is the one thing holding us back from building right now. We have everything else, so if we get this out of the way, we're good to go. Which means that tomorrow morning, we are getting this build done unless there's a rift. Which there's always a rift. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, there goes my knife. And there we go. Shift click. We got 44. However, the grass is holding us back, and that's not a big deal. We can always get more. So I'm going to go ahead and make a knife, and then we're probably going to go to bed. The less stuff that spawns from that rift, the better. So there we go. Let's get my dirt out. Just hop into the hole, cover myself, and let's go to bed. And we're up. Okay. Oh, it's still nighttime. You know what? I'll just close that. And I'm sorry I'm so close to you guys right now. But I'm just going to sit out until the morning, and I'll see you then. Okay, I think that we should be good. So we're just going to break out of here. It is daytime. Any rifts? I don't see one immediately. We got to collect a whole bunch more grass. Okay, I think that 90 will be enough. So let's make a whole bunch again. And there we go. That will be plenty. So let's get up the hill, and then we're going to start building. And I feel like I should build at the very top of this. Not up there, but right up here. It just seems like a good spot. We get such a good view around our base. Especially later on, I'm going to have Farseer. So we're going to be able to see like the mountains and stuff if there are any. But anyway, let's get to the build. And I hope you guys appreciate this. I know I didn't do much of this in the other series, but I want to do a better job of explaining myself. And we're still going to be doing time lapses and stuff. But when I start introducing new build ideas, I feel like I should at least show you guys what I'm doing and how I did it. So that's what we're doing here today. So to start off, we need to do a foundation. I'm going to have it about 7 blocks wide. And yes, this is 7. The foundation is going to be about 2 tall. Then I want it to be about 12 blocks this way. Then we're going to take out our wood planks. I'm going to make sure to face them all in the same direction. So I have to place it down every time. I can't place it against this. And we're going to bring it up 3 tall. And we're going to do that all the way around. Then we're going to take our boards. And we're going to start trying to place the roof. However, placing the roof with this mod is a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. I said that the first time I tried to use it. And while I learned that I love the mod, I was not wrong about that. So we're going to try to get these down. We got to do it on both sides. Also, we want a little bit of an overhang. Then we're going to grab some dirt. And we're just going to make a staircase that we can keep using. Because we're going to have to go up and down like 20,000 times. You have to have the hammer in your offhand to place the frames. And yeah, you can fall through. It's going to happen a lot, I swear. But we're going to try to get done. I almost fell through again. Hold on, I need to get over here. What? Wow. Anyway, let's try to get that down. We got it. The rest should be a little bit easier. I haven't really had to do a full build with them yet, except for in creative mode. So, yeah, this is new to me, and I'm going to have to figure this out, how to make it a little bit easier on myself. And now what we're going to do is we're going to walk on top, and we're going to raise it up one. That way we have a nice and tall roof, and we fell through. Look, you can say it's user error all you want. I didn't have this problem with the other roofs. Anyway, we're going to fight through this. We're going to make it work. I really do hope that the mod creator at some point tries to work on this a little bit more to make it a little bit easier to stand on them. That would be amazing. But okay, we got this done, and as you can see, it is tall. However, it is taking up one block, and it's going to look really cool because we're going for like that medieval tall roof thing. And this does it extremely well. So we're just going to place some dirt up here just so I don't fall through a million times. So let's start doing some more frames, and now it's getting pretty tall. However, we must go higher. Oh, I fell. Okay, that had nothing to do with the roof. That was me. I can't blame it on that. That was a skill issue. Gotta do this one, and I think this is the last tall roof on this side. Yeah, I think I need the scaffolding mod as well so I can get around my roofs a lot easier. I might look into ways to make it a little bit easier later. Nothing too extreme, but some scaffolding would be helpful here. Ah, that's a boat horn. Oh god, he's looking right at me. Oh, I can't even move around on the roof. Okay, well. That's gonna be a bit of an issue. And there's a shiver in there. Gonna try to cover it up as much as I can. I cannot be dealing with this. You know, in my head, I thought this was gonna go super smooth. And I thought it would be a very quick little part of my video, but we're having some issues here. Okay, we need to make it over here. Just requires a little bit of parkour. Okay, okay. No, I went too far. No, oh, okay, we're fine. Gotta place it like that. Anyway, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through the entire roof because this is gonna take quite a while. So I'm gonna get this done, and I'll see you guys once it is. Okay, so I made it to the top, and as you can see, we got both sides done. If you press F while holding the board, you get a whole bunch of options here. This one being the default, and that's just that regular frame like that. However, all I care about right now is the ridge. If we click on it, you can see it just does the point. It really is that simple, looks pretty nice. So we're gonna try to fill it in. Can I stand on it like this and do it? No. See, if you shift click, it's gonna actually fill in the roof and finish it. So you can't just like shift around it like you normally would, and it's pretty difficult. Either way, we're gonna get it done by standing. I will not fall. I will survive. We're gonna make it work. Come on. There we go. Don't go too far. We got this. Easy enough. And there we go. So yeah, the roof is mostly finished. Obviously, if we take the boards and we hold shift right click on it, we can start filling them in. And honestly, I probably shouldn't do this right now because it's going to make the area under it dark. And that will be an issue later. But I've already started, so I'm going to just do as much as I can with the boards I got. And there we go. The roof should be done. Let's just hop down real quick. And yes, it is in fact done. And it's getting dark, so I think we're going to pull out the chisel tomorrow. Luckily, we got some more puffballs over here. Let's get some berries. Eat up. That will give me 6. That's huge. I guess we'll hop into our hole. And let's go to sleep. And we're up. Okay, so we're going to do this in steps. Here's the plan. I want to have a great big arch right here, and it's going to be a big window. I think we're going to have a door just right here. It might even be on the side. It doesn't have to be in the center. We're going to do some roof overhangs right here. I can just do right now if I can reach. So let's jump up and get this going. And there we go. We're going to have some like beams going down to the ground. And we might even make this like a porch area. And again, we're going to have the arch here with the window. And we're going to do the same thing on this side as well. It's actually going to make the base look even smaller than it is because you can just see right through it. But it'll be cool to have a bunch of the sunlight, so I don't care. This doesn't even need to be that special. It is a starter base. And I plan on ditching it very soon. Again, we're going to do the beams, but we're going to get to that later. Now we got to do this, which I wish I had a shovel for. I accidentally copied it. We're just going to use our hands. I'm going to make this about 3 wide. Honestly, I can probably get rid of all this right here. And there we go. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. However, we'll deal with that later because we're just going to copy paste this side onto that side with our pantograph in a minute. Okay, so imagine this is the top of the arch. Now what we got to do is we actually got to chisel it to look like an arch. And the way that we get a perfect arch is we pull up this. You don't have to use this exact one. You can also use a circle generator. There's a million out there. However, this is the one that we're going to be using today. And I really like using it. It's really good for us. So real quick, we're going to take our chisel out. And we need my hammer and my offhand. If we right click this, you can see that it's now 4 blocks wide. However, we're going to do the 2x2. So that means that this block right here is about 8 blocks wide. This one being another 8. And same thing with this. So in our arch generator thing over here, we're going to make it 24 blocks wide. And now we know exactly how to chisel it. By the way, you can also make this full screen, zoom in, stuff like that, and make it a lot easier to do this. So the way that I'm going to start it off is I'm going to remove a lot of material from over here. And this right here needs to be about 3 blocks tall like I did here. Then it goes in 1, then it goes up 2, so we get to remove all that. And by the way, there's another mod that I don't have installed right now called Better Chisel. It makes this a lot easier. So I could do like a 2x2 like this, but the entire block down. And it makes it so much quicker to go about this. And I will be downloading it later on. It's called Better Chisel. Highly recommend it. But anyway, this has to be 2 blocks tall like this. Then it goes up by 1. Then it goes up by another 1 like that. And then it needs to go 2 wide like this. So we remove this. Then we're getting onto the top blocks up here, which it needs to be 3 tall right here. Just like this. Although I think it needs 1 right here. So we're going to put that back. But remove the rest. And while I want some more detail on this, I'm not going to do it yet because I want to flip it to here. And I don't have my regular QP chisel with me. So I can't just flip the block. So we're going to have to copy this, which we're going to do here. We're going to go to paste shapes and materials. Right click it here. We're going to go and get my wrench out. And then we're going to right click it. And there we go. Basically, it just flipped it. But if I did some chiseling onto this side right here, it would actually be on this side. So it's going to require a bit more work to do stuff like that. But later on, when I get my QP chisel, I'm going to be able to copy paste it onto here. I right click it with the chisel and it perfectly mirrors this. So I can do a lot more detail on it and stuff like that. We're just going to copy this now and we're going to move it over to here. See, we just right click this and there's part of an arch. There we go. And now we got an arch. So I happen to have a mod for doors, and I highly recommend it. Obviously, you can go ahead and make some regular doors. However, I've never been a big fan of them, so I really like to use this mod in particular. It has some of the coolest looking doors. It also has trapdoors, which I use a lot of. And we're going to go ahead and make 2 right now. Anybody in here? We're good. Okay. So first of all, door. Okay, place. There we go. Awesome. We'll get the torches out. Just place them around, then we'll light them. And there we go. Okay, so while we're in here and it's kind of safe, I might as well do the next part. What we're going to do is we're going to drop down one of these. I'm actually going to drop down 2 so it's a level height and it'll be easier to do. Now, the idea is that this is going to be the corner of the house. And I want it to look like there's a bunch of bricks sticking out of some wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to chisel out some of this brick over here. Just like this. Oh, I went too far there. Put that one back. That's wood now. Put it back. We'll do a little bit more detail, make it look a little bit more crisp. I like to leave the borders in. You can see how it's dark. So I'm going to be adding those back. Then we can go ahead and click on the oak. You can see how it's one single voxel behind this. So it's going to add a little bit of depth. And there we go. Now we can take out our pantograph. We're going to copy it. We're going to head back out here. It seems to be safe. And we should be able to just right click it onto here. However, I shouldn't have done that one. Either way, we're going to do it up here where the wood is. I guess I'm just going to copy that one onto that one. And now I got to do the same thing for all the corners. So we can just copy like that. Then we got to take our wrench back out. And we can rotate it. Should probably do that one as well. Just like that. And then copy it on. And we can do the other side. See, it's already coming together. Definitely doesn't look too good right now, but it's starting. You can kind of see the vision that I'm going for. And we did copy paste onto these roofs. So we're going to have to go up here. And luckily, I still got this path going. And you can see it sticking out of the top right here. And we're just going to trim it down so it's not poking out. Just like that. It's kind of sticking through, but when you're on the ground, you won't notice. So what I plan on doing with this, because it looks kind of flat, is I'm going to first make everything chiselable. Then we're going to go up and we're going to start chopping down blocks. So I'm just basically going to follow it and do this. So you can see it already added a little bit of depth. And then later on, we can come and make it like double wide. Just like this. And then we can do it again like this. So now it looks even better like this. And it doesn't look flat at all. And yeah, I'm basically going to do this to the entire thing. So give me a second and I'll get it done. So here you can basically see what I'm trying to do. It is kind of rounded off. You could obviously go for the 1 pixel thing and get really detailed with it. And if you want to, go ahead. What I can do is I can just copy it onto here, but no, I can't. I'm just going to do it for science just to show you. But if I rotate this back in, you can see that this side is still flat. And now this side is like that. So yeah, that does kind of cause an issue. Luckily for me, I'm just going to chisel out the same thing onto this side. And it should make it a little bit easier. Then I'm going to take this side of the block right here. And I'm going to turn it into mud brick as well. That way it'll add a nice little frame to the thing. And it'll look cool. I'm going to show you one more thing. And that requires the planer tool. If I left click it, you can see it now matches the depth of this wood right here. So we're going to do that all the way across here. But since I already have this now, what I could do is I could also just copy paste it onto here if I wanted to. So that is an option if you want to go with that. What I really want to do is I want to take one of these pieces of wood. I'm just going to go to this one. I'm going to do the mud brick. And then I'm going to fill in a brick or so. And then we can copy it. And then we can paste it onto each of these. And you can see the effect that it's giving. That way it doesn't look like a super flat wall. Plus when you're on the side of it, you can see it pokes out. It makes it look a lot better. And then we're probably going to have some sort of trim up here just to make it look that much better. And I'm thinking my smithy area is going to be on this side right here. And I believe I'm going to do like 2 arches here or something. Oh yeah, this is where the doors were meant to be. Perhaps I'll flip around the doors over here to this side, and then I'll do the smithy area back here. And I plan on doing like 2 arches on the side, and it's gonna be thick. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully you guys get what I'm trying to do, and hopefully that wasn't too boring. I normally don't go over all that stuff, but I figured it was important for this time because I'm gonna be using a lot of this on every single build I do, at least for this series. So now you know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to bed, and you guys will get a time lapse.